It's a wonderful UP morning with lots of snow and warm personalities. If you don't know the person sitting to your right and to your left, extend a warm greeting, introduce yourselves, say hello, because part of our charge here is to network. And you're going to hear me have a few, fur balls this morning, and I apologize for that. It must be the good UP weather.
Well, I'll jump right in and say good morning as well. Looking out at the crowd that assembled in the midst of the winter weather that we've had over the last couple of weeks, I think that's a testament to the hardy souls that live up here in God's country, area code 906. Got a great program for you today. Have to apologize right out of the gate. I think, as I mentioned earlier, former Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley was not able to get his plane off the ground out of Lansing this morning. They are experiencing some icy conditions, so he sends his apologies. But we're going to call a bit of an audible, and we're going to have Rich Teggy, who also serves on the board for the Small Business Association of Michigan. He's going to come up and give a bit of an overview and talk a little bit about some of the great things that SBAM is doing and what we can expect to see out of Brian Calley and his team. But before we get there, we have a few items of business that we need to attend to, some logistical topics to be sure that you're aware of the facilities, especially as things are under construction. Restrooms are off to the back. All you have to do is navigate your way out into the hallway, and you'll find those. Lunch, as it turns out, will actually be served in the room that is adjoining, buffet style, but because of the fact that the other rooms are under construction and in a state of disrepair, we will actually be coming back in here to eat and to have the other speakers and presentations as we work our way into the afternoon part of the session.
Do we want to get started with the formal business?
It's a great thing
that
we
mine?
can
Well, I need to have a copy of that over here.
There you go.
There we go. Good, thank you. Okay, on your tables, you're going to find the following program. If you would, pick it up. This gives you a good idea of who we are. If you don't know enough about the history of Operation Action UP, I know we have a few new friends in the audience. Please chat about it, because this is an incredible opportunity to network across the 15 counties of the Upper Peninsula. As we all know, that we're challenged by the population. We have about 309,000 people living across these 10.5 million acres, and it is up to us to convey to the rest of the world, globally as well as locally, that we're here, we're a force to be reckoned with. And we want to take a special moment to thank some of our sponsors. And if you would please look through that list. It's an impressive list. And if you're interested in joining us, please contact Ashley, myself, or Brett, and we'll get you involved. So now let's take some time and look at our business. Okay, you want to cover that part?
Sure, I can do that. A couple of items of business that we have to attend to today includes the Board of Officers, the Board of Directors. On your table, you actually have a roster that has been produced by the nominating committee, which consists of the officers, and we will open it up for nominations of individuals to join the Board of Directors of Operation Action UP. We'll open that up to the floor. I'll give you a chance to find it on your table so you can take a look at the list and see who has been nominated. It's a very respectful list.
Do we have a motion to accept? A second? All in support?
Aye.
Is that
Any
an
opposed?
enthusiastic aye? Aye, there we go.
Very good. With that, really, the only other item of business that we would like to start off with is to recognize a couple of individuals that have joined us here this morning. First of all, let me start by recognizing Mike Prusy. He is here representing Governor Whitmer. Mike. Also in our midst is an individual that's no stranger to these parts. Jason Allen is here. Jason is currently serving in the capacity of State Director for the U.S. Department of Ag. Jason, I saw you earlier. Where are you at? Well, that's timing for you.
Okay.
Very good. With that, let's, without further ado, let's transition directly into this morning's program.
One moment. Let's just pause. How about our budget? I know. All right, everybody, take a look on page 19 of the brochure, if you would, please. This is the proposed budget for next year. Take a look at it, and if we have a motion to accept it, say aye. Okay, do we have a second? Second. Okay, all in favor? Aye. You guys are going to have to get a lot better at this if you're going to manage the day with me. I am high energy, and I am so excited to be with you. I hope you're happy to be with us today.
All right, now with that said, I think we've transacted the business items that we needed to attend to out of the gate. We have a slate of board members, we have a budget, and we have a strong agenda for you today. With that, Rich, I believe you need no introduction. Please come on up and join us. And by the way, what you will recognize as well, Rich is one of our board members and officers as well. So Rich, take it away.
Thanks. You're not going to join me over there, Tony?
Yeah, sure.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for Brian Kelly. He wasn't able to, as was stated earlier, wasn't able to get off the ground in Lansing. If you look at the storm that we're supposed to get some more snow from, it is coming up from the south. But I've been a board member of the Small Business Association of Michigan. If you're not familiar with them, we have 26,000 members across the state of Michigan. Gina Thornson with the Stormy Cromer over in Ironwood is also a board member. We are the UP representation to the Small Business Association of Michigan. Brian Kelly joined us in January. He's been a great addition to the Small Business Association of Michigan. He actually was invited to the State of the State discussion by the governor, and he has been involved in a variety of meetings that they've already held in engaging the governor on and her cabinet and whatnot on the special needs of small business here in the state of Michigan. But we're trying to drive some more of that conversation as far as here in the UP. We've got a lot of unique things that we do up here. We've also got a lot of unique challenges that we don't necessarily get the ear of the folks in Lansing on a regular basis. So I would encourage you to get involved with the Small Business Association of Michigan. We have a leadership council. I know Scott White's been on that, as well as the board of SBAM in the past. Please see me and let me know if you'd be interested. The Small Business Association of Michigan is an advocate for small business across the state of Michigan, okay? And we need to make sure that we get that voice out there. We were able to connect up some of the folks from the Upper Peninsula in regard to the dark store issue with where the folks from SBAM were sitting on that particular piece. They do a lot of lobbying on behalf of small business in Lansing, and it's been a great opportunity for myself to get connected with a lot of those things that, because of distance, we are disconnected from. So it does give you a chance to get involved and give a voice to the Upper Peninsula and what's happening for small business here. And again, with Mr. Kelly, with what he can bring to us, with his, and if you look at his background, and as the Lieutenant Governor, what he brings to us as far as engagement with a lot of folks in Lansing and at the Capitol is only going to help the efforts of small business and continue some of the great things that he was able to do with the previous administration. And again, Governor Whitmer has embraced those things and is engaging Brian Kelly and getting thoughts from SBAM on behalf of small business. But we need to make sure that we're getting that voice and driving that voice to him and to the leadership of SBAM so that we can make some good things happen for small business across not only the state, but also make sure that we're getting a voice here in the Upper Peninsula. So I would ask you to please reach out to me if you're interested in finding out more about it and what we do. Again, some of you are I'm sure, are members already, but 26,000 members across the state, we have a pretty sizable voice, and we can make an impact, and we want to do that on behalf of small business. So thank you. Does anybody have any questions in regard to it? I was supposed to ask if you wanted any, had any. If not, I'm good to sit down. Thank you.